Oh, shit.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that rule well.
That's right.
And, salutations to the sincere men that are kicking this word in all sincerity and in truth, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man, just here with the brother Yakanan, man. We were, it's a spirit because brother was coming home from work and lo and behold, he was on my road, man. So I thought to myself, we were talking about scriptures and that. Iron sharpeneth iron, meditating on the scriptures. And, the Lord had him, at the point of conversation on the phone, he was just at the top of my road. So I said, let's park up and do a sit down, man, So that's how the spirit goes, we're going to be apt to teach and that.
That's right.
So, without further ado, we're just going to get into a quick topic about these women, man, because, a lot of these women that are out there, they're really wicked, man, and they're fucking harlots, whores.
That's right.
And they're really in the world, man, and they're seeking to take you. They're seeking to take you out of this truth because a woman is really, she's nothing but an agent of Satan, man. Alright? Because she's really, if she's of the world, any one of these people out there that are of the world, that's why we don't really hang around with these 2/3, man. These worldly people. I mean, you can have friends of the, friends of the prophets,
That's right. That's right.
them helpers and that and whatever, but we don't really like to dwell people in the world because really it leads unto ungodliness, man. The scriptures say not to do that, man. Too tough. So we kind of want to maintain, the company that we keep, we want to maintain it as like godly as possible and as edifying as possible, man.
Hey, and the scriptures tell you to use the world, but not abuse the world, man.
That's right, man.
Like, there are going to be certain situations you're going to have to, use certain people in the world to get stuff done, man. Or you're going to have to mingle with certain people because you're at work and you've got to use this world to a certain degree.
That's right.
But you got to keep your company and your circle small, man. You got to be careful who you let into that circle, especially when you're dealing with these women, man. Because all our women are ultimately wicked, right? That's why you got to constantly put them in check and keep them in order. Because if you don't, they're like little kids, man. You got to keep correcting them. You got to keep slapping that hand. Don't lay your hand on your woman, but you just got to keep correcting her, man. You got to keep showing her the way. She ain't really ever going to get it, but you still got to do that, man. Because there's a balance to this thing. The Lord will take the demon off your woman for a time, then that demon's going to jump back on your woman. She's going to start giving you hell again, man. Right? It's a constant battle, man, because we're in this kingdom and it's a wicked kingdom. So ultimately your woman is like a sponge. She soaks in all types of wickedness, man. Right? She has no filter. Anything that your woman gets a glimpse of, she's going to get it and put it into action. There's no filter. Right? So she's just going to do all types of wickedness. And why? Because she's going to be giving you hell. And that's going to keep you sharp, man. Because you're going to have to keep correcting her, keep putting her in line, because this is your hell, man. And this is a fulfillment of prophecy that our women are so out of order, man.
That's right.
So you got to consider those things as well, man. It's all prophecy, man.
That's right.
Right?
Well, this is the first, when the brother was talking about order, man. So I'm just going to, kick it off with this first scripture here. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, all right, which is Yahweh Shai, man, all right? And the head of the woman is the man.
That's right.
All right? And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So at the end of the day, man, the order that the brother was talking about, that has to be maintained, man. All right? Above all things, man, that order must be maintained.
That's right.
And to keep that order in line and keep everything in check down the line, you got to instill a certain level of fear, man. Because if your woman, she don't really fear you, man. She's really going to just, all of these women, they're set up to, under Esau's vibration, they all go off anyway.
Yep.
But every now and again, even a brother was telling me on the phone, sometimes you got to snap on your woman, man.
Correct.
Because your woman, she'll give you dap. You're bringing home the bread, so to speak. But she's still gonna give you hell, man. Why? Because she's an agent of Satan. That's why the Lord says, "Hey, she that is my enemy, man." When you look at the book of Timothy, man, she that is my enemy shall see it, man. Because these women are at ease in Babylon, man. They're at ease in Egypt, man. Right? Getting in. Here it is, you got a guy that will work for his whole life, and all of a sudden, all she does is take him to court, lay on her back, and she walks away with half of his earnings, man. And she ain't even done no hard work to put in to get that money, man. Alright, these women are upheld in this society, man, and we through the scriptures, we're gonna pull down that stronghold, man, that Queen of Heaven spirit, man.
That's right, man.
So fuck you women that are at ease, man. Come on, man. Alright, so yeah, man.
And look how many of these celebrities get fucked over by these women, man. Right? All these basketball players, these music producers, Chris Brown, all of these guys fall by the hands of the woman, bro. The scriptures tell you through her we all die, man. So why you going to give your life up to a woman? It don't make no sense, man. She can't save you. Only Yahweh Shai can save you. So how you going to put more time and effort into your woman and leave your house shy sitting on the bench, man? You got to get your priorities straight, man. Because if you give your life onto these women, they going to lead you into a ditch, man. Right? They ain't here to save you. They cannot save you, man. A woman is not God. Right? Giving her all that glory and all that grace, that ain't going to help you, man. Right? Give all your strength onto your house shy, man, and do this work. Because your woman cannot save you, and she cannot make your ticket on the chariots, man.
First of all, man, a woman is the weaker vessel. All right, she's supposed to take orders. She ain't supposed to be giving them. Like, that's why the brother said that she's a sponge. Because when you look at a woman's, even her genetic makeup, she's built up to receive, man. She takes in the rod. All right, she gets the rod of correction, man.
That's right.
All right, she don't give nothing out. She's supposed to receive, and it's the same way that they receive in the bedroom department. That's the same they receive out here, man. They take orders and they have to follow them, man.
That's
all
right.
But just in this society, man, hey, Esau's flip things upside down. That's why they can go get their EBT card stamped or whatever. Or over here is they get their the welfare and stuff. They get the job seekers allowance, or you get the income support. The so-called white man, he's really flipped everything above his head, man. That's why the scriptures talk about the turning of things upside down, and that's what we're living out, and that's a part of prophecy what the brother was talking about, man. And these prophecies that are being played out in the scriptures, that's why this is a living, breathing book, man. Because we're actually living this out, man. This is it. This ain't no joke. The Lord said this was gonna happen, man. Jeremiah 31:22.
That's right.
How long would thou go about, O backsliding daughter? The Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. How many times you come home from work, really and truly, dinner's supposed to be on the table. She's trying to talk about what's for dinner.
She's asking you
what's up.
And she expecting you to bring back some takeaway or something to feed her ass.
I'm hungry. Sitting there, I'm hungry. Shut the fuck up, man. Go in the kitchen. You gonna make me something. Go make me a falafel or something, man. What I mean?
She can't even cook though. These women can't even cook. They can't do no falafels, man.
That's right.
They can't even cook that shit, man. See, Esau's made the system into a way where the woman can actually somewhat live without you. That's why she's so brave, man. Right? Because if you leave now, she gonna get that support, she gonna get that welfare, right? And she gonna somewhat survive in the system. But in the ancient world, things weren't like that, man. So certain things wouldn't even come into a woman's mind to even say to you. That braveness and that boldness wouldn't be there. The scriptures talk about how a woman should be shamefaced, man. What brother can say that a woman is shamefaced? She's not even really supposed to look you in your eyes unless you laying the pipe down, man. Right?
Hey, no. Can I say this? Even when especially when you're laying the pipe down, that's when women don't even want to look you in the eye. Because that's when they're getting humbled, man. That's when they're receiving that word of correction, man. That's when you're putting the hammer down, right? And she don't even want to look at you, man, because that pride goes out the window when you're laying it down, man.
That's right.
All right. But let me get this precept out. This is Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings."
That's
right. We ain't supposed to be giving our strength over to these women, man.
Hell no.
Because if you're trying to serve the weaker vessel, right, then that means that you're weaker than a bloody woman. All right, you're giving your ways unto her that has slept down with 10 thugs. All right, got all kinds of semen in her vagina for the rest of her life. You don't even understand that all kinds of DNA is all fucked up in her system, man. Right? You tell that to your woman, man. I guarantee she's gonna get cut, man. But at the end of the day, they're still demons, man. They don't give a shit. Alright? That's why they're all tatted up. That's why they walk around with tinkering feet and ornaments and shit. The Most High said he's gonna take away all of that shit, man. Alright? It says, "Give not thy way to her that destroyeth kings," man. What? Look, man, if we continue doing in this thing, labouring in this work, enduring to the end, we've got to sit on a chariot, man.
That's right.
Lord willing, we're gonna be the men of the elect that are gonna walk into the kingdom, and only then, if we're of the elect. And that's real love, man. If you really love your woman, do this work, man. Because she can only be saved through us. That's the only reason that they're going to get on the chariot, man. They think that they're going to get on the chariot some other way. They got another thing coming, man. All right? The Lord ain't coming back to save women, man. He's coming back to save, well, they are going to be saved, but they're only going to be saved through the men, the head of the household, the men of the Lord that are doing this work, man.
The pastor of my flock are men.
That's right. Unto you, oh, men I call. They ain't talking about these women, man.
Nope. They don't have a place, man. Their place is to just be by their man and be humble. If they can't be humble, they ain't gonna make it. It's as simple as that, man. But let me get into this scripture right quick, Brother Kushar. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 2, and it says, "Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent, man. Right? So if you put all your trust into your woman, man, you're going to fall away from the truth. It's as simple as that, man. She going to lead you out of the truth. Right? Is that worth it? Is the box that good to lose your place on the chariot? Hell no, man. So you got to get your mind right, man. And it said, he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent, man. Now, ultimately, all our women are harlots, man. Because ain't no guys got no virgins these days, right? And even if you have got a virgin, she's still going to act like a harlot anyway because this system is corrupt. Right? So ain't none of us got a righteous woman, man. Like it speaks of in the scriptures. We don't know what a righteous woman is, man.
Right? Hey, man, the scripture says, hey, this is First Peter 3:6. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. How many women are rolling around calling the men of the house Lord?
They ain't gonna call you Lord, bro.
God damn.
That ain't gonna happen, man.
Oh,
that ain't gonna happen. Where's this one? Right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and 28, and it says, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. And it says, nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. So that's that trouble in the flesh that you're going to be getting in this hell, man. Because this kingdom is wicked and it's satanic. So you're going to receive trouble in the flesh. These women have the liberty to do whatever they want, man, whatever they please. It tells you in the scriptures, a woman shall compass a man. So they don't respect you guys out there, man. So there's no point putting your trust and your faith into a woman. At any time, even in the ancient world, men did not roll like that, man. To be a man is to be masculine. To be masculine is not to have your woman tell you what to do. Right? And dictate what happens in the house and dictate what she can wear. You tell her what she can wear, man. That's how this shit is supposed to go down.
That's right, bro.
Right? You got to keep your woman in check, man. That's part of being a man. Keeping things in order and keeping your woman in check.
That's right. And if I can add on to what you just said, on the scriptures it says, but you shall have trouble in the flesh, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's like having your own personal little imp, man.
Yeah.
And when you look up, an imp is basically a little mischievous little demon, man. You got your own. Just know that if you got a woman and you're dealing with a woman that's underneath Esau's vibration, man, you're gonna have a woman that's basically your own part-time little devil, man. All right, you're gonna have. She's going to constantly be bucking up against you, constantly be challenging your authority, trying to get you to go off. When you got things to do, especially when you want to do things for the brothers, that's when she wants to start acting up the most.